pursuit of continuous quality education.
Living up to DepEd's mandate of no student should be left behind.
From the home of Sarong-Bangi,
The land of Oragons. This is Santo Domingo National High School. School on Air.
School on Air.
Good afternoon. How are you today, my dear grade 10 students? I hope that you are in a comfortable situation while listening. May you be in your home or anywhere within the frequency reach of KISS 108 FM. I hope that you will listen to me all the way. I am your teacher, Sir Roniel, from Santo Domingo National High School, Junior High School Department. At this juncture, I want you to get your ball pen and some sheets of paper. These are needed for jotting important notes and for several activities we are about to do. Now, kindly get your learning activity sheets in Arts 10, Quarter 3, Number 1. Our lesson is about the media-based arts, design, and the Philippines. So class, are you ready to listen and learn? I think everything is set now. Let's get started. Let's start with the introductory concept of photography. In its early stage during the late 19th century, photography was viewed as purely technical process, that of recording visible images by light action on light-sensitive material. Its very name from the Greek word photos, meaning light. May I repeat? Greek word photos, meaning light, and graphos, meaning writing. May I repeat? Graphos, meaning writing. You state this process literally. Did you get class? Okay. The photographer as artist. Focusing a camera on a subject and clicking the shutter is photography as a process. Discerning a significant movement or a unique expression, framing it in the camera viewfinder with an eye for composition, and declicking the shutter is photography as an art. The discernment and the eye for the composition are the factor that elevate a photographer from mere recorder of images to an artist. Shadow, texture, and composition to create a true work of art. Photography as communication. May I repeat? Photography as communication. Photography, it is also considered one of the most powerful means of communication. The photographic image is today's most important means of conveying information, ideas, expressing emotion, even championing causes. This power comes from the two distinctive characteristics of photography: immediacy and detail. Thus, the photograph has sense of completeness. For this reason, photographs are vital tools in communication fields such as journalism, advertising, education, and even in courts of law. They have also been used to eloquently speak out against social and political issues. Let's find out the noteworthy Philippine photographers. Are you with me, class? Okay. The Philippines has joined the rest of the world in applying the wonders of modern photography to every aspect of life, from personal to professional, to national to global. And it with our country's natural beauty, several local photographers have taken on the Philippines and our people as major focus on their lenses. First Filipino photographer, our very own George Tapan. May I repeat? George Tapan is an award-winning travel photographer who has won 2 Pacific Asia Tourism Association or PATA. May I repeat? Pacific Asia Tourism Association or PATA. Gold Award, an ASEAN Tourism Association Award, and first place in 2011 National Geographic Photo Contest. His highly acclaimed work has been published in 5 travel photography books. Tapan, first place winning image in 2011 National Geographic Photo Contest. What is the best photograph of George Tapan? Can you name it? Okay, Into the Green Zone. May I repeat? Into the Green Zone. Who among you viewed this photograph of George Tapan masterpiece? Okay. Second Filipino photographer, no other than John K. Chua. May I repeat? John K. Chua is best known as an advertising and commercial photographer with over 40 years of experience in this field and numerous local and international awards for his work. At the same time, he has applied his photo artistry to showcasing the beauty of the Philippines. What are the best photographs of John K. Chua? Number 1, Snake Island in Palawan. May I repeat? Snake Island in Palawan. And number 2, Gulf of Davao. Number 2, Gulf of Davao. Please memorize our Filipino photographers and his photographs. Any one of you can recite the 2 photographers and his photograph? I can hear you. Louder, please. Okay, repeat. Okay, very good. Now, class, let's proceed to the characteristic of the Philippine photography. Are you ready? Okay, great photography does not have to consist of one characteristic. It is a mixture of many characteristics to come up with a great images. These characteristics are the following. Here we go. Number 1, interesting foreground. May I repeat? Interesting foreground. It is the portion of the frame that is closest to the camera. The foreground space is an image can be utilized to draw attention to a subject located farther in the frame. For example, with the leading lines, or it can be used to frame the subject. So, what is first characteristic of the Philippines photography? Can you name it? Okay, very good. Number 2, sharpness. May I repeat? Number 2, sharpness. A sharp photograph shows intent and skills. These are times that some parts of an image are blurry or vague, but can be enhanced with the use of neutral density filters. Can you repeat the second characteristic, class? Okay, very good. Number 3, interesting perspective. Number 3, interesting perspective. Sometimes all photographs needs to be interesting. In order to do this, there should be a change of perspective. A shot taken from a few inches from the ground or under the subject. Something which is not usually seen can produce great images. Let's repeat the third characteristic at the same time. Okay, go, go, go. Number 3, interesting perspective. Interesting perspective. Okay. And number 4, good lighting. May I repeat? Good lighting. Not under or overexposed is too obvious. A photographer knows how to really work with the light, which can help create some truly stunning images. Some rules are meant to be broken, and lighting is one of them. What is the fourth characteristic of the Philippine photography? Can you name it? I know you can recite. Good. Number 5, symmetry. Number 5, symmetry. It is the quality of being made up of exactly similar parts facing each other or around an axis. It can be play tricks in our brain and we use properly in the photography. It creates interesting photographs. Photographs of architecture often use symmetry. What is the fifth characteristic of the Philippine photography? Number 5 is symmetry. All right. Number 6, shadows. It gives depth to two-dimensional images or just interesting composition builders. Let's recite at the same time the 6 characteristics of Philippine photography. Number 6 is shadow. Very good. And number 7, contrast. May I repeat? Number 7, contrast, is the visual ratio of different tones in an image. This difference is what creates the texture, highlights, shadows, colors, and clarity in a photograph. May I repeat? Number 7, contrast, is the visual ratio of different tones in an image. This difference is what creates the texture, highlights, shadows, color, and clarity in a photograph. Please repeat the 7 characteristics of the Philippines. I'm waiting for you. Number 7 is contrast. You are very good. And number 8, human interest. May I repeat? Number 8, human interest. Candid shots stands out. It is better to see photos with a subject who isn't reacting to the camera but instead living their life. May I repeat? Candid shots stand out. It is better to say photos with the subject who isn't reacting to the camera but instead living their life. I know you are excited to recite the 8 characteristics. Are you ready? Okay. Let us recite. Number 8, human interest. Very good. The last characteristics, which is isolation. The last characteristic is isolation. It is the ability to draw the viewer attention away from anything distracting in the image and lead to right to the main subject. May I repeat? Isolation is the ability to draw the viewer's attentions away from anything distracting in the image and lead to right to the main subject. Now, can you recite the 9 characteristics of the Philippine photography? I am waiting. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, Number 9. Okay, awesome guys. Very good. Is photography a good job class? May I repeat my question? Is photography a good job class? What is your reaction about this? Okay, let's talk about this. Photography is a good career. If you have an excellent skill set, good creative ability, composition, and technical expertise. May I repeat? Photography is a good career if you have an excellent skill set, good creative ability, composition, and technical expertise. Good photography skills come with a lot of practice and hard work. This career can be rewarding if you love to take challenges and are eager to live your life through the eye of the camera. May I repeat, good photography skills come with a lot of practice and hard work. This career can be rewarding if you love to take challenges and are eager to live your life through the eye of the camera. If you have interested in photography, do it now. Start now. Now, let's have an activity to measure your understanding about discussion for today. Are you ready for class? What is photography? Number 1, what is photography? Let's proceed to the next question. Who are the famous photographers in the Philippines? May I repeat? Who are the famous photographers in the Philippines? I know you can do it. Last question. Yes, it is the last question. Enumerate the characteristics of Philippine photography. May I repeat? Enumerate the characteristics of Philippine photography. Kindly pass your answer through FB group, personal message, or printed answer sheet to be passed during the distribution and retrieval of module. I'm so excited to see your answer. Do it now. If you have question and concern and clarification with activities, kindly send your message in our group chat. I am willing to assist and help you anytime. So, that's all for today. It has been another awesome day of learning. I hope that you enjoyed today's radio-based lesson episode. Until next time, this has been your radio teacher, Sereniel, saying, photography is a way of feeling, of touching, of loving. What you have caught on film is captured forever. It remembers little things long after you have forgotten everything uttered by the Aaron Sunskine. So that's it for today. Good luck and goodbye, grade 10 students.